up, everybody? We are back with another live edition of the Ad Podcast here in beautiful Santa Monica at foundermade, and I'm here with another great founder today, Allison Biehl from Obelisk Beauty.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
So I came by earlier today and was completely fascinated about this brand.
Mm-hmm.
So word on the streets is that you guys are using the cocaina plant.
Correct. Okay, we totally understand. There's like some cultural zeitgeist around this from America. But what we're doing is we're essentially trying to reposition it as a plant medicine. So think where CBD was in beauty 20 years ago.
Early days, or like mushrooms right now.
Correct. Yeah. So, and I actually know a lot of people that are in like the psychoactive research community, like Alta Life Sciences. Shout out. They're based in San Diego. Look into them. Invest.
I'm from San
Diego. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go in San Diego.
Okay, where'd you go?
Yeah, USD. I'm a Torero.
See, I'm a transplant. I went to UCSB.
Okay. My brother went to UCSB.
There you go. See, all these connections.
Great connections. But yeah, so we actually took the coca plant, and my partner, she's from Bolivia, and she's been studying the plant at Harvard for 20 years.
Wow.
And she actually has a religious and scholastic exemption to study the leaf. Because otherwise, to buy this license, you have to either be a pharmacology or you have to be
like a major
scientist, right? So and no really major scientist has studied this leaf because
they probably don't have an interest because of the stigma, right?
Correct. Yeah. So actually once you study the leaf, you realize that this is like a plant medicine, and that once you take this tiniest amount of the illegal alkaloid out and you leave everything else amazing in, it's like it still has all of the same properties and still performs the exact same magic as having the illegal alkaloid in.
Wow.
So yeah, and my partner, she created this blend. See behind us.
Beautiful.
And
I tried the tea earlier today. It was really good.
The tea is amazing. So we actually put this blend into our 2-in-1 treatment face mask. So it's an exfoliant and a treatment. You can eat all of our products. We don't recommend it, but they're food grade. They're all natural. And the coca leaf is actually a super nourishing leaf. So a lot of people are into detoxing the skin or whatever. And then when you take it off, it's it doesn't feel good. This leaf nourishes.
Wow.
And actually, back in the Spanish conquistador days, they used to send all of the miners down to their mines with a handful of leaves.
Yeah.
And in Bolivia,
you hear stories about the workers will chew it while they're hanging out.
Correct. And it gives you enough food and nutrition to last for 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's
crazy. But actually in Bolivia, it's really, really cool. They believe that the devil lives at the end of the mines. So for their carnival, you guys got this. The devil comes out from the mines and they dance on the streets and they're throwing leaves. It's really cool because coca leaf is legal in Bolivia and it's celebrated as a plant medicine. It's a big part of their culture. The Andean culture is, it's just big, and people use it in Brazil. They use it in Argentina. They use it in Peru, Colombia. It's a big part of their culture.
So where did you get the idea to turn it into a beauty product?
I've always been into plant medicine because I have a skin condition that required me to take a lot of steroids, and it just really wasn't working for me. My skin was cracking. It was not cute.
Yeah.
And so I started to look for alternatives.
Awesome.
But I worked for a while for a multi-level marketing company that is big in Central and South America.
Oh,
so
cool.
I would go, I don't know if you know about, the markets there. They don't have malls. America is very spoiled, right? So they buy lipstick from their aunt, or they buy lipstick from the cab. It's
kind of like a Mary Kay type thing.
It's a Mary Kay, but it's big in Central and South America. So I would go to these, middle of nowhere family situations, and these people had beauty rituals that were part of the land and part of their indigenous culture.
Yeah,
so
totally.
I originally tried it in South America, and I was like, why is this not been brought to America? And I figured out why. Because it is the same plants that they use to produce cocaine.
Got it.
But
so it's a lot of the same things where the hemp industry was to have their hands tied behind their backs for years.
Correct.
It's funny drug policy.
Yeah. But also think about it like this. If there wasn't magic in the leaf, Coca-Cola still imports thousands and thousands and thousands of tons of this leaf to New Jersey. They are one of they have a license, Coca-Cola.
They still don't say what's in the formula.
No, and only 3 people know what it is. But if there wasn't magic in this leaf, don't you think that they would have just gone to a chemical company and recreated it? So,
That's All right, so you discovered the medicinal properties of the leaf while you're down there. You want to bring it to the States. You went through the formulation. So tell me about the brand, because I think that's really interesting too. You have beautiful packaging. It's very clean.
Thank you.
I love the name Obelisk. Tell me, what is Obelisk and what does it mean?
So I was a big Egyptian. I guess if you could call me a pseudo-Egyptologist or whatever. Is that what they call them? The Egyptologist or whatever? And obelisks, I think, are like so fascinating because what they would do, the purpose they would serve is they would tell the story in the middle of the towns, and people couldn't read back then, but they would have like everyone's history written on it, so everyone in the middle of the town could go and read their history, even if they weren't illiterate, which most people were back in the day, even if they were peasants. And I just think it's a cool name. It tested well on Google, and I was like, why has no one actually used this? I was really happy that no one used it. I was like, this is a badass name. That at the end, you know, nice vowel in the front. Yeah.
I like it. So my understanding is you guys are in kind of a seed stage launch. Like, you haven't launched the product yet. It's not available for sale. Correct?
No. So it's going to be available. Actually, we just launched our pre-sale.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
it's starting today. I put everything live this morning.
That's awesome.
But we're
How's it
manufactured.
going? Get some orders today?
You know, I haven't looked at my phone yet today.
No Shopify dings?
No shop. I haven't even looked, you guys. Like, I've been like so busy, meeting with buyers, and like, the foundermade show. It's everyone's here. It's people are really pumped, and it's innovative. So I've been having to give this pitch. I think I'm at the tail end of today of the pitches. But yeah, no, we are selling right now, pre-sale, obeliskbeauty.com. But we will start shipping end of Q1 2025.
Q1 2025.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What's your go-to-market strategy? How are you going to get customers?
You know what? It's funny. I actually have my partner. She has a robust people that like following, and then I feel like word of mouth. I haven't really blown out my full go-to-market strategy yet because I've been very, very busy. I commercialized a product. I have a marketing background and a sales background. Like that's my bread and butter. Like, I don't have regulatory or anything like that. So I had to
stuff that you had to jump through in order to even get a product was probably
commercializing a raw material was hard.
And then your co-founder has a large social media following. Is that what
she doesn't have necessarily a large social media following, but she has a group of people who
she's a community.
She's a community that's tapped into it, and it's actually quite large, and there's a lot of people that really believe in this. So,
very exciting.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be waiting eagerly for the launch. I think it's super innovative. I think it was one of the more interesting stories that I encountered today.
Oh, thank
you.
You
Thank you so much for coming on the show. You want to tell the audience one more time where they can potentially buy the product for pre-sale or bookmark it for Q1 of 2025?
Bookmark it for Q1 or go over to obeliskbeauty.com.
Be an early adopter.
Be an early adopter.
Say you are one of the first.
Exactly. It's going to be the next CBD book cooler because I'm the only one with it.
And then if people want to connect with you professionally, where's the best place to find you?
The best place to find me is all of my contact information is online, or you can follow my beauty podcast, The Beauty Obelisk, or you can follow me online.
All right, I think we're going to go take a few shots of the tea after this.
Yes.
After the final run here. So.
Or you can follow us on Instagram at Obelisk Coca Beauty. So we're there too.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. All right. For everybody at home, check it out. See you later.
Bye.